Okay, I don't know whether I owe you guys an explanation, but basically the reason why I've not like posted in a while is because I wanted to do exactly what I said I was going to do. You know, I'm always preaching, oh, do what you say you were going to do, and I said I was going to do the recording for the Richest Man in Babylon. I tried doing that in school, but it was like a whole messy process, and like it just didn't end up working. So now I'm at home and I'm comfortable, and then I have no excuse. Basically, I've just been on TikTok all day doing nothing, so I actually have to do the video now. So basically that's what I'm going to do. Richest Man in Babylon summary. I just want to talk about 3 things that stood out to me in the whole book, like just 3 things, and like these 3 principles, if you can get it, I feel like you've gotten the whole concept of the richest man in Babylon. Number 1 is that it's going to take time. Like, if you're not patient, there's no how you can even build wealth. That's why it's called building. Have you ever heard of a building that is just like built overnight? Even if you have like those kind of buildings, they don't last. They'll basically crumble. It's not rugged. It doesn't stand the test of time, does not stand the test of weathering and all the other factors that pull down buildings. Buildings that are rushed, they easily crumble. You have to be consistent, you have to be disciplined about it. Discipline is basically their keyword. If you can't be disciplined, if you can't learn to discipline yourself, then it's a no-brainer. You might never become a millionaire. That being said, you have to be wise about it. Make sure you're saving, make sure you're investing wisely. You're not going ahead to just take uneducated risk. You're taking risk with a prior knowledge, a prior wisdom, with people ahead of you, mentors that are putting you right. That's the first thing I learned. Number 2 thing that stood out to me, and that's like also along the lines of building wealth, is that when something is sturdy enough, it's going to stand the test of time. It's going to stand the test of war, the test of like hardship. The wall of Babylon basically was built for many years. It's just like how you build something for a long time and then it's that much hard to crumble that thing. Like the longer something is built, the longer it takes to take it apart. Another thing about saving is that savings is not towards something. You don't save when you actually need the money. At least for me, since I started saving, I know that I have this peace of mind knowing that, oh, I'm not completely broke. If like the world ends today, if there's like an apocalypse and like there's nothing again, at least I have this little that I kept for myself, even when it was like when I had like abundance and everything. So that's what saving does to you. It gives you like a peace of mind that, oh, at least for the next 2 months, even if everything ends, I'm still fine. And that just makes you a happier person in general. That just makes you like more positive about things in life. That just makes you have a better outlook to life, because you're like, what's the worst that could actually happen to me? Another thing that stood out to me was the fact that even though this guy, because there's a man called Dabise, the whole story is this: Dabise was a debtor, but now he's a wealthy camel trader. What he did was that he ran away initially because he didn't have the means to pay back his debt. He ran away. He was already married, his wife already had children, but he ran away, left all those responsibilities and went to work as a slave. Not even like went to work, like they just took him because he was mixed up with the wrong people. So they took him as a slave, as part of the punishment. The person that was in charge of him just let him go. Like, I think she had something for him, and then she was like, oh, you can get away, that I will explain to the boss. I think she was the daughter of the man. The thing I learned from Dabise was that even though he was like in complete debt and like he was earning a particular amount every day, he didn't like say, all this money, oh, I will eat it, or all this money, oh, I will give it out to pay my debt so that I can be a free man. So debt in itself is like not the worst thing in the world. Like financial independence, yeah, it comes from like not having debt. That's first of all. But if you have debt, doesn't mean you cannot also be financially independent, in the sense that there's something called calculated debt. Just gaining some debt wisely. You know that from this amount that I lose, I'm going to be able to multiply and get this certain amount. So like debt in itself is like not the worst thing in the world. You can use your debt to enhance yourself. the whole story of Debise was that he had debt, but then he came back and then he started repaying that debt slowly. Like he was still saving money for himself. That's one thing I've learned, is that savings, once you save, like there's just a magic with savings, just like manifesting. So like it's not logical, but it's just a principle that works. Just way tight into is not logical. Like, why are you giving 10% of your money to the church? Like, it's not even God that is actually eating the money. It's actually the pastors that preach to you and everything. If you actually sit down to think about it, it doesn't make any sense. But it's a principle. It doesn't need to make sense. So far it works, you do it. So that's why saving works, because it's a principle. Like I said before, money likes its kind. When money is somewhere, it will attract more money. Money attracts more money. Like the fact that you're saving, the fact that you have like a portion kept away, that money is going to be able to pull in more money one way or another. And that's the thing. Those are the 3 things I learned in the Richest Man in Babylon. I'm going to give you a recap now. The first thing is that you have to be patient. You have to strive patiently to earn the money, because it's building, it's not just collecting. Second thing is that you have to understand that it's discipline, and that something that is built for a certain amount of time is like the longer it takes to put something together, the longer it takes to take it apart. You're taking your time to build this wealth. You're not just looking for quick money. The harder it will be for them to take that money away from you. Like it will genuinely stay with you. The third thing I learned is that there are things called calculated debts. So you're not just trying to pay all your debt at once. You can have some debts, but you know that the debt becomes stupid when it has like a 20% per annum interest. A debt that is stupid, that has like very, very high interest rates, you avoid those kind of debts. But when a debt has like low interest rates, like interest might not even be money in itself, it might be something else. The way like stocks work, those kind of debts are like calculated, and they are sensible debts, and those kind of debts are what push you forward. If you've read the book also and you have like opinions about the book, I advise that you go and read the book after what I've said. And like if you have anything that's contradicting, or you just don't agree with everything I've said, just put it down in the comment. Let's have a talk about it, and then just have like a refined conversation, just a like civilized argument. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. At least now I can go ahead and like make videos of anything I want. Yeah, so I'm happy. Bye guys.